So effectively, I'm Richard Collins. I'm CEO of ClickIQ. This is my colleague Iain. Here we go, started already. He's our CTO, recently came in as we acquired his chatbot company. For those who don't know, ClickIQ, we are an automated talent attraction company. Basically, we automate the management and optimization of your recruitment advertising. We win lots of awards, and that's what the dashboard looked like. In one slide, what we do is we kind of take jobs from your ATS, we do some technology magic in the middle, we distribute the adverts, and then hopefully lots of really great candidates and applicants come through to your website where they apply for jobs and you make lots of hires. The other downside of this format is when you don't have 20 seconds of stuff to talk about, it goes really slowly. Here are some of our clients that we use, who use our system. Generally, they are in-house big brands. Yeah, not really much to say on that one. So, 6 trends. Is it 6? Yeah. 6 trends and some technology stuff that actually answers those particular questions. So the way that we're going to work is I'm going to present the trend, and then Iain is going to very quickly get the microphone and tell you about what kind of technology and what cool stuff you could use to solve that particular problem. So, trend number 1, media complexity and performance. So, we may have heard of Google for Jobs, I hope. We may have heard of Indeed, LinkedIn, Facebook, all these guys, and there's a big move, it's already happened in the US, we're seeing it in the UK, of media buying moving to a performance basis, whether it's cost per click or cost per application. And to solve that...
Well, the fact that that is made so difficult and nobody knows where to buy, how to buy, and what to do, programmatic is the solution. So programmatic decides where it's going to buy based upon the performance of your current ads, decides which job boards to buy it on, and decides where to buy that advertising and what price to pay for it.
Next one, trend 2, millennials and Gen Z. And let's not forget our blue-collar workers. 46% of workers will be millennials by 2020, apparently. What's interesting is they don't like job boards, they don't like application forms, they always use a mobile, and they like social media. So what worked before is not going to work again.
And because it's not going to work again, we need to do something new. So delivery of job advertising to PPC networks like Facebook ads, driving those through chatbots to optimize conversion as high as possible, giving you better return on investment of your advertising, better pipelining, so actually bringing communities of people together that are going to engage with you over time, and optimizing that for delivery.
Candidate shortages. We all know about these, yeah? So, economy is booming. Brexit, if you recruit nurses, you've got a real problem. Millennials and Gen Z's coming through. You know, the arena that we operate is really difficult to attract candidates, and therefore we have to start looking at those passive candidates, and here's the way to do it.
So talent and demand aren't on job boards, so we deliver PPC ads across Facebook to people that aren't necessarily looking for jobs, but if you put the right opportunity in front of them, they will engage with you. We then use our chatbot to deliver active sourcing in the future to bring those people back into your pipeline and to engage with your jobs when the time is right for them.
I feel we're doing well so far. So, flexible working is next. Gig economy, particularly. Apparently there'll be more freelancers than there will be people in permanent jobs by 2027. Largely driven by millennials, obviously huge, particularly in London, increase in distance working. So how do you overcome that particular issue?
So freelancers work differently. They need a different way to work. So tech platforms like Market are doing a great job at sharing talent between organizations. RPO's tech stacks like Gibbs Hybrid using GigBuddy and ChatBuddy, which we're helping them with. And then those team management tools that are allowing remote working like Slack and Facebook work.
So as we work in a competitive market, speed to hire becomes even more important. It's about getting in front of candidates earlier. There's more pressure on the teams in-house to actually, recruit those people. So how on earth do you sort of deal with that speed?
So the reality is you need to deploy automation tools. You need to have your advertising driving to you. You need automation doing your conversion, post-application screening. You use ClickIQ, you use programmatic to fill the top of the funnel. You use Beamery, Candidate ID, and chatbots to engage them throughout the plan. You use Foresight to plan what you actually need to drive that advertising, and then you hand back to Richard.
That's all right. No pressure. So costs, your finance guys may have mentioned this, but they want you to reduce the number of agency hires you use. They want you to use those budgets more effectively. and they basically want to spend you to do a much bigger job with less money with which to do it.
So if you want to spend less money on your advertising, you use your own brand. Don't let companies advertise under their brand to attract talent for you. It doesn't work. Never has worked. So you use your own brand to deliver your advertising, your chatbots, your pipelining, automation into the active sourcing, and that overall is going to drive faster traffic through your funnel, and it's going to allow you to drive better conversion rates and a better talent pool into your funnel.
The reason I'm so relaxed is I cheated. There's 19 slides, and the 20th is exactly the same, so you won't even notice it change. So I can talk really slowly. So that's basically how, some of the key trends that we see within the industry. And the reality is automation can actually solve a lot of these problems for you. We talk about the robots are coming, and it's about where we add value as in-house recruiters. And the thing that we do that the technology cannot do is persuade people to come and work for our organizations. Everything else, the technology generally can actually improve the efficiency. But if you're doing it wrong better is still no use. You have to first of all make sure you're doing the right thing and then make it more efficient. And the technology should be able to support you across the whole of that talent funnel through to hires, which should make all our lives easier.